In the quiet village of Ngozi, tucked between red soil farms and oil palm trees in southeastern Nigeria, a girl named Akara was born on a rainy night. Thunder rolled across the sky as her mother, Bara, held her close, whispering prayers of protection. Her father, Ngozi, smiled with relief. To them, Akara was perfect. But the village did not agree. As Akara grew, people noticed her sharp mind long before they saw her beauty. Her eyes were uneven, her nose broad, her teeth crowded. Children laughed. Adults whispered. Mockery followed her like a shadow. "See her face," the children would chant. "Ugly Akara, bookhead Akara." Some said Bara must have offended the gods. Others claimed Ngozi's bloodline was cursed. Yet, no matter how heavy the accusations became, her parents never rejected her. "She is our daughter," Ngozi would say firmly. "And she carries wisdom," Bara added. "That is more powerful than beauty." Akara grew up clinging to those words. When she reached her youth, things became worse. The girls her age began to care about hairstyles, smooth skin, and attention from young men. Akara cared about soil, seeds, and seasons. She spent her days on the farm, learning which grains survived drought, which soil held water longer, and how to rotate crops so the land would never die. She became a genius farmer. While others planted by tradition, Akara planted by knowledge. Her harvests were always full, bags of millet, maize, and sorghum stacked neatly in her father's barn. She traded whole grains in the village market, bargaining wisely, saving carefully. At night, she would stare into the darkness and whisper, "Will anyone ever see me beyond my face?" Among the girls of Ngozi was Lami, beautiful, loud, and admired. At first, Lami pitied Akara. Then she noticed something troubling. Akara was succeeding. Traders from nearby towns began asking, "Who grows these grains?" Women whispered, "That ugly girl's food lasts longer." Even elders nodded in respect. Jealousy crept into Lami's heart like poison. "How can someone like her be praised?" Lami complained to her friends. "Look at her face. Farming should belong to families like mine." Soon, pity turned to hatred. Lami became Akara's rival, her loudest mocker and secret enemy. She spread rumors that Akara used charms on her crops. She bribed boys to spoil Akara's stall at the market. Once, she even mixed bad grains into Akara's sack, hoping to ruin her name. For a moment, it worked. Customers complained. Elders frowned. Akara stood in the market, shaking, her heart heavy with tragedy. That night, she cried harder than she ever had. "Maybe they are right," she told her mother. "Maybe I should stop." Bara wiped her tears. Rain does not stop falling because people hate water. The climax came during the great drought. The rains refused to come. Farms dried. Hunger crept into Ngozi. Lami's fields failed. Many others lost everything. Panic spread like wildfire. But Akara's crops survived. She had prepared for this, stored water, selected resilient grains, protected the soil. When the village elders called an emergency meeting, they had no choice but to turn to her. "Akara," one elder said slowly, "help us." Silence filled. The same people who mocked her now waited for her answer. Suspense hung in the air. Akara stood up, her voice shaking but steady. "I will help, not because you were kind to me, but because hunger should not win." She shared her grains. She taught others her methods. She worked day and night, even laughing once when a goat chased her through the farm. a small moment of comedy in dark times, and karma found Lami. Ashamed and desperate, she came to Akara one evening, her beauty dull with fear. "I tried to destroy you," she confessed. "I was jealous. Forgive me." Akara looked at her for a long moment. Then she said, "Sit down. I will teach you too." When the rains returned, Ngozi was alive because of Akara. People stopped calling her ugly. Some called her Akara the Wise. Others simply bowed their heads when she passed. She never became the most beautiful woman in the village, but she became the most admired. And at last, the doubt inside her began to heal, because Akara learned what many never do. Beauty fades, but wisdom feeds generations.